Hi guys, David Texas here, and it's January 2nd, 2020. Yay! Happy New Year to all you guys. Alright? The reason for this video is to let you know that number one, I'm not dead, obviously, and number two, I've not been put in a hospital. A lot of people ask you about that, is me hospitalized? Nope, that's not the case. What's going on, guys, is back in January 1st of 2019, the CDC and the DEA all got together and came up with a brilliant idea to lower everyone's pain medication to 1/10 of what had been before. 1/10. All right? Saying that should stop it, and of course, all it's doing is killing the people that, rely upon that to have a life. And before that, I did have a life, but of course mine is being slowly taken down like everyone else's, and it really does affect my life. The quality of my life is nowhere near what it used to be. Used to be with my medications, I'd live with a level 3 to 4 pain level each day and go to bed, get up, do the same thing. I work from like 9 o'clock till 9 o'clock at night. And I had no problems with that, because it's mainly sitting down, okay? But not anymore. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock, I've got to stop what I'm doing, go and lay down, sit up, lay down, sit up. And I do that all night till 2 or 3 in the morning till I can finally fall asleep, because the pain just doesn't let you, get away with it. Even though I've got, props in my bed to help get me in the right position to lay for the less pain, those still don't help a heck of a lot. And my type of pain is nerve pain and electrical type. It's not muscular. Muscular, gosh, yeah. Hot bath, a good, vibrator, to rub out the kinks stuff, that'd be great. But that's not the kind I've got, unfortunately. And that's nothing I can do about it. Okay? I've already been to all the neurosurgeons and all the bone surgeons you can think of, the best in the country, and they all said, no, you're not really in a position to be operated on, right? And that's not good news, but I've dealt with it the best I can. And the good news is that there's several law firms throughout the country filing class action suits against the CDC and the DEA, simply because they're killing us. Basically, they're trying to stop the sale or the after sale of our prescriptions, and I'm all for that. For people to do that kind of crap, but with proper testing, your doctors know if you're selling your medications or not, and they know what you're taking, and that's just blood tests and urine tests. Very simple. Those pill mills that all they do is write prescriptions for pain medications, yeah, they should be stopped, because they're ruining our lives, and I mean ruining them for those that really do suffer chronic pain like myself. I've always bitched about that, and they go, well, they're hooked on this or that, and I don't care. I don't care what they're hooked on. Go out and buy heroin, stay away from my medications, so that I won't be harassed about them. You feel guilty enough trying to get through your life, and you have to have a crutch like a pill to help you get through it. That's bad enough. And now this, of course. And once that's done, guys, to my life, it's like I said, from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock, I can work on the amps, the guitars, all the other stuff I work on. But after that 3 o'clock, I got to lay down. That's the end of my day. Now, I've tried to go in like I normally would do at 5 o'clock and work on videos. Well, I just can't do it. It's just too painful, especially my neck and upper back is just too much pain. So I had to stop doing that, and pretty much it just came all to a halt. And I kept telling myself, go ahead and give him a video telling him what's going on. At least they'll know that he's not dead or in a hospital. And that is this thing in a nutshell. Now, I promised everybody I'd do their videos, and get those done for them. There's 150 of them still waiting to be processed. I wish I could just run straight through a video, but a lot of heavy editing goes on, 'cause just the way I shoot videos, as well as I get the owner of the guitar or the amp to play, and they can't show up on the very same day that I finish doing the job, obviously. It's not possible. Sometimes it takes weeks for them to get back in to get their gear. So that, delays things. So I have to go on and work on other things as well. So there's always something going on in the shop, guitars, amps, whatever. And I've got a backload of projects right now that, thanks to the circumstances I'm under right now, I got to stop working on those. And, I'm so close to finishing this, and it's like, I can't do it. It's 5 o'clock, and I'm really hurting. It's time to lay down. And, you keep pushing yourself, and it just makes it worse, So it's like I got a running rule right now at 4 o'clock is the latest I work, period. And then I got to, stop working. Well, that's killed my videos, obviously. It's also killed the work I've been doing on the Texan guitar. I'm still up in the air about getting those done or not. I don't know. I want to take those on right now under these circumstances. It's too much of a heavy load for me. The way with the pain I'm in. I'm not even finished wiring those things up as yet. They're still sitting there. Once I get finished with everybody else's project, then I'll work on my own. All the loaner guitars I've got that come back in, I don't have time to adjust them or fix them up for the next guy to borrow them. So I tell them, you'll have to adjust this yourself, on my lending library. But that's just the way it has to be for right now. Now, hopefully, this will stop, and they'll take care of those people that are really in chronic pain and help us get it through a life. Of course, the wildest thing is that I've seen this before many years ago, before they had a chronic pain doctor per se, and back then you'd have to go from doctor to doctor because they wouldn't write your prescriptions on a continual basis. It's like, well, I can't write you more than 2 of these and you have to get out of here, or you have to go to the hospital or whatever it may be. And that's just makes you feel so guilty, because they didn't have an MRI machine to check to see if you're telling the truth or not, And then, of course, once they get those in, let's see what kind of damages you have. They go, oh, yeah, now we know. At the same time, the chronic doctors that were specialists in the business started showing up, too. But before then, I had friends that I had met at clinics that had killed themselves because they couldn't handle the pain. It's just, waking up every day was just misery for them because they couldn't have any controls. It's like, well, do I take my medications this part of the week and just suffer like hell the rest of the week? Do I take them to my wife's home or wait until, the kids come over, whatever, then take my medications? Because if I do it when I first wake up, they'll be wearing off by the time they get here. That's another problem of mine. My wife comes home and my pills are wearing off. I'm starting to hurt. I'm not the most pleasant company in the world, especially when I'm, in pain. No one is. So that's kind of a sad circumstance that she's got to suffer through. And I tell you guys, when you have chronic pain, everybody around you suffers. Even if you try to make fun of it, laugh about it, make little of it, you do change. Everyone I know that's gone through this has changed. Their personalities have changed. And a lot of them, well, not a lot, I can't say that. Some of the people I know have gone to heroin. It just couldn't handle it with the lack of medication, so they just went out and started buying heroin and injecting that in the muscular. They weren't shooting on their veins for a high. They're shooting in their muscles just to get some pain relief. And of course, sooner or later, they end up overdosing or dying from a bad load of heroin with other stuff mixed in with it. I've had 2 of my friends die that way that I knew through chronic pain patients and chronic pain web chats that are up, and just insane, just insanity. That we had to go through the same thing as we did before. Of course, I'm not going to be out chasing doctors to prescribe to me because that would just ruin a relationship I have with my doctor. And I'm not going to fly down to Mexico and buy a bunch of heroin and bring it back in. That's also insane. You end up in prison in pain. You know, just craziness. But, what I do recommend is anybody that's can benefit from it is join in on the class action suits. Look them up online and voice your opinion, guys. If you have chronic pain, you deserve to be treated like a human. It was one of my efforts to get that old type of prescriptions they used to have to write prescriptions for chronic pain patients that were triplicates, and at the very top of it, it said name the patient or the animal that you're prescribing for. You got it? Because the horses and cows that were in pain were getting the same medications we were getting, and the DEA wanted to know which cow or which human was getting that med, which is really just totally dehumanizing. They stopped doing that, at least, thank God. And it could be because I started bitching so much about it all around town, as well as on talk radio shows. I'd bring that subject up. Of course, the narrators were just appalled at it. And of course, I said, what do you think we feel like? The animal or the patient? Jesus. But that's what they feel about us at CDC and the DEA. We're just animals. And, it's the worst part of it, there are so many people that suffer chronic pain in the United States, it's unheard of. There's just tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of us that have no pain, no let up from the pain. It never stops. It keeps going and going and going, day after day. And that's just hell. It's depressing as hell. So a lot of these guys I know are on antidepressant strong ones to keep them from just going, hey, screw it, boom, that's over. Just shoot myself, get this over with. Because, life like that's really not worth living. It really isn't. But I'm full of pep and vinegar, and I'm still working on this stuff, guys. I've got a Texan guitar to sooner or later get out. I got videos to do, and I promise you I'll start doing more videos. So if you have any questions about this video I just did, or anything about your videos that are still waiting to be seen, feel free to leave me a message and make a comment. And I hope to get all your stuff up as soon as I can. Have a good one. Dave in Texas. Bye.